All right. Well, hello, Chuck. You are our March member of the month, and we really are just so excited to have you on. I can't believe actually it is now your 1 year anniversary after talking to you. I think it's so cool. That I guess it just happened to be that perfect timing and everything. So thank you so much for agreeing to do this with us and for allowing us to highlight you. So
Thank
can you
you.
tell us a little about yourself?
I've been in the sales game for 40 years, and I'm just trying to get backed out of that a little bit now since I've been trying to deal with this.
Hmm.
So
So when was your diagnosis?
my diagnosis was about 2.5 years ago, August of 21, after seeing my regular neurologist for issues with my back, and he made me go to the movement disorder specialist in his office, and that's when things got diagnosed.
Yeah, actually, you kind of just I know we talked about this, but I know you just had your what is it, replacement a couple months ago
Simulator,
for your back. Yeah, your simulator replacement for your back. And
right?
it's been going well. So yeah, that's right. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. And so what symptoms, other than your back, did you notice like you were walking slower or a tremor or anything like that?
Yeah, I would get tremors, and especially at night, trying to when I go to bed, I was getting a lot of handshake and that sort of thing. And
And then and then he diagnosed you pretty much right away.
yes, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, they
And
did a DAT scan. I had the
mhm.
DAT scan done, and that firmed everything up.
Okay. And I was just wondering, did you notice any like symptoms like years ago? Like one thing that people have found is like, oh, you lose your sense of smell. And you maybe didn't realize it, but you maybe haven't smelled very well for several years prior to diagnosis.
And I haven't had that. I can still smell my food, so it's good.
Oh, good, good. And we'll keep your
haven't lost
appetite up.
that. Haven't lost that
Um,
at all.
that's awesome. And then when did you actually find Rogue, or how did you find us? Like, how did you start with, us and everything?
Well, the doctor had sent me for physical therapy, and every time I would go to the clinic for that, I would get somebody different, and they weren't really specialized in Parkinson's, and they were just being kind of generic. So I wasn't real satisfied with the direction they were going. So I had done a Google search, and that's where I found Rogue. And then I saw they had a trial on there, and I figured I'd give it a try, and it's worked out pretty good. And I try to do it, you know, every day during the week. So I've been trying to do three cardio classes and a couple of speech classes. And this week I tried out Maddie's HIT class. So it's kind of hard
I
doing that back to back, but
Yeah, and I will say that you have been pretty you've been steady doing all your cardio classes. Like every time you're here and you always tell me when you're going to miss because they're usually on, Wednesdays and I teach a Wednesday class and you're very very good about doing your 3 times a week cardio. So we are proud of you for that.
I appreciate that. It helps. I can definitely see a difference if I miss a class or two.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, right? Like it's a movement disorder, so more movement would help. And then it's like when you're not moving, it makes you worse and it makes you feel worse. So,
Absolutely.
fortunately and unfortunately, right?
So it's been good. I can
Good.
definitely feel a difference making sure I do the classes. And, when you do the classes, the sense of community there, because it seems like the same group is there to support each other.
Hmm.
And, yeah, everybody's in the same boat. So you can kind of understand where they're coming from and why they're trying to work it hard too.
Exactly. It's so fun because there is like, we have our like core groups. Maybe you have a couple people on Monday, a couple people on Wednesday and Friday, and they call you out, hey, where's Chuck today? Oh, hey, where's Linda? Everyone's asking for one.
Exactly. And everybody's there to support each other.
Yeah, exactly. And it is seriously the best support. I love really this online program, kind of not got started by chance, but with COVID, and basically prompted Claire to bring everything online during that time. And so we've just been able to gain such an amazing online community. I am so, so happy and thrilled to see everybody, who are our regulars, I would say, regular people that we see online. It's so, so much fun to just interact with you all, catch up with your families, all of those things, and then kind of, just chat about symptoms and how you're feeling or different kinds of procedures that you have to do. And so we absolutely love it. And we're glad that you feel that community.
Yeah,
Um,
like our speech class, there's people from all over the world in that class. So that's what's
yeah,
kind of wild. It's pretty wild. We have somebody from Ireland, there's somebody from Alaska, and there's Canada people and people from all over the United States, continental United States. So it's pretty neat.
that's really cool. How many people are in that speech class around usually on, on
There's
average,
usually 20 plus in there. It's
20 plus?
there that class is usually pretty full.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's exciting. I have to probably plug into one of those classes sometime. That's really,
Yeah,
really
give Steph
awesome.
a shout. See what's on there. She does a
Yeah,
good.
she's so she started in person too, or not like in person, but she used to I've met Stephanie before and she used to like work here and everything. I guess like, locally in California, and then she moved to Ohio, and I'm so glad everything worked out because everyone loves her and she is so, so, so good. So I'm glad speech class is going well.
Yeah, she does a good job. Well, everybody does a good job. I should say that way.
Yeah, we try. For that high intensity class, I'm so proud of you for trying Maddie's class out this week. So how was that?
It was exhausting. Yeah, I'm still a little tough getting up off the floor, and she
Mhm.
had several things that you had to be on the yoga mat for, and that I found that to be hard, but maybe it'll come with time.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I do feel like those things do come with time. And then also for me, I think what's really encouraging is that, when you kind of get this type of diagnosis, okay, you got Parkinson's disease, it's like, oh my gosh, it's just downhill from here. And it's really not. Like you have progressed, over this time. You're now doing a higher intensity class than you first started with. And to me, I think that's amazing. And I don't know, I guess you can share with us like your speed, let's say on the treadmill, right, to do cardio classes, maybe has gone up also and, has not gone down. You also, I think, mentioned you noticed like kind of your foot was dragging before.
Yeah, my
And
right leg originally was dragging pretty good, and now since we've been doing all the treadmill, I don't work out on the bike very much because it kind of hurts my hips sometimes. So I
mhm,
have a recumbent bike. I don't have the vertical bike.
mhm.
So the treadmill seems to be better for me for that, and it seems to keep me loose. So I'm not
Nice.
dragging anything.
Good. I like that. Yeah. So that is like one thing, kind of like with those kinds of symptoms where you're dragging your foot, I try to like use those cues, like pick up those hips, pick up those knees and get those feet out in front. And it is so easy, to kind of be a safety hazard when you kind of trip or, you catch your toes a lot or you're, kind of sliding on the floor. And it could be something, it's like that. I'm glad that's improved because we don't want you to have falls. Like that is something that really leads to falls. And so I'm so glad that you're not dragging that foot anymore.
And then so we can get out and walk, being it's cold here in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Me and my wife, we frequent Costco to just wander around the store there.
Remind me where you're from again.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Yeah, it's cold. You said, oh yeah, that's right. It's cold and it's hot. And when
In
it's
the
cold,
same week.
yeah. It's cold, you want to stay inside. When it's hot, you want to stay inside, right?
That's it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I feel like I'm in California and 55 is too cold, and also, 90 is too hot for me.
I'm with you
Not
there.
fair,
So,
right? Okay,
yeah.
good. And have you used any of like our other types of like resources online? So we have like those educational types of videos.
Yeah, I go through those from time to time. And one motivational one was in there was David Choi, I think his name was.
Jimmy Choi, Jimmy Choi.
Jimmy, yeah, and his story was pretty good, and it made you stop and think. And he started a long time. He was a young man when this whole thing hit. So very
Mhm.
motivational. His backpack, it makes you think about the whole thing when you see his video.
Yeah, I mean, I follow him on like social media and everything, and it's really cool. And he's come in person and everything to meet with us. And he took one of my classes. I was pregnant. I was very pregnant. I was teaching a class with him in it, and so it was really fun to have him. And he kind of spoke to our members afterwards. And you're right, he is so inspirational. To me, honestly, you guys are all inspirational. I do really feel like Chuck, like I said, your dedication, you show up every single day. I know I'm going to see Chuck on there. And so you are really an inspiration to all of us. And like, what are your goals, I guess, in the future or kind of as you move through with Parkinson's? Because you're pretty young as well. You said you retired, kind of you are in
Uh,
disability.
yeah, I'm 66 right now, so
Hmm.
soon to be 67 in a month. So it's I just want to be able to keep moving and get around on my own. Yeah, that's the big thing.
Hmm.
You're there for a
And
while.
going
Getting in and out
vacations.
the car was tough. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
definitely want to do vacation.
oh, getting in and getting in and out is not as tough anymore.
No, it's not as tough as it once was. It was really hard there for a while.
Well, good. I'm glad. Do you feel like that's all like attributed to medication, exercise? What do you think that's from?
I think the exercise has done the most for me. You know, the medication stops the tremors and stuff. So we got that worked out pretty well now with the medication. With it took a while to get that stabilized for sure.
Yeah, like medication schedule and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does. It's hard, I feel like, when you're going through it, because it's like you're working on the changes and you're thinking, what is this? Or is this helping to this, and kind of going back and forth. Is that because of another issue, or is it because of the medication? And you kind of go back and forth. So I'm glad everything's kind of stabilized and you've got your routine. I want to challenge you, Chuck, to continue doing more high intensity classes and even trying a boxing class every now and then.
I'll try that. I dug the heavy bag out in my room back there, so we're ready
Oh
to go.
yeah, you should totally. Okay, Chuck has no excuse, everyone. All right, his community online. You're gonna have to call him out next time. So yeah, Chuck will be joining boxing with me on Tuesday, everyone.
We'll see what we can
um,
do.
that's awesome. And let's see if there's like a quote or something inspirational or something that maybe you like want to live by or anything like that. Is there anything you want to say to us or
I just like the Nike commercial. Just do it.
just do it?
Just
Yeah, I
do it.
love it. I love it. Yeah, I think we talked a little bit before. I liked what you said too about like, finding Rogue. You found a community of people that had like very similar goals and everything too.
Right.
And kind of, not even just in a situation, because you can get this diagnosis and you can take it a couple different ways, but they were kind of motivated. You are all motivated people to try and help stop or slow down, excuse me, the progression of Parkinson's as best as you can and take control of what you are able to. And so I'm glad we've been a resource for you.
Yeah, it's been real good that way, and yeah, everybody seems to work together. So it's everybody's going after the same goal.
Yeah, it is. It's so awesome. Well, I would want to say thank you so much, Chuck, for joining us today. And I hope you had a fun time. And I can't believe congrats on 1 year with us
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
and many, many more to go, right?
Definitely. Definitely.
All righty. Well, thanks so much. I'll
Okay.
see you later.
Thank you, Jamie.
Bye.